Alright, hello all. Welcome back to the Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video here. So today we do have a new showcase for EZA LR Fusion Zamasu here. Now I've been trying, at least with this celebration, I do want to try starting to do this consistently going forward. For starting out the first showcases, just get the awakening, and I feel like it's a neat little thing to do, just to show, like, hey, this genuinely is my first look at the character. Now that being said, obviously I already have him Easy 8. I have not tried him yet though. When his Easy 8 came out, I was I was still half asleep. And I did like the auto battle. And because I only started doing it with the celebration, I'm just so used to right after doing it, Easy-ing the character immediately. So I mean that's what I did. I wasn't even thinking about it at the time. But I have yet to try him. Now I have. Oh, okay. No, I haven't actually. That's good. I did actually get the equips from the hidden potential. For the hidden potential here, I suppose I should say. From the shop already. Conveniently, the Popo event used the exact same currency that it did before. And I already had like 3,000 medals, so I was able to clean out the whole shop essentially immediately. I mean, there's still like the Hercule statues and whatnot in there, but I'll get to those eventually. And this, it will be updated again in part 2, by the way. I do think it's worth saying. I mean, if it is GT like it, 99.99% looks like it's going to be, just if we're following the formula we have right here, a super easy, two super easies, I suppose I should say, for GT characters. I mean, there's a lot of GT characters that are lined up for super EZAs. And then I think it's very obviously going to be Super 17, the Yellow Coin LR, that will get an EZA. So we'll get more special equips, more Dragon Stones, all that sort of stuff, more Kais from that event later on. But yeah, I hadn't put those on yet. Obviously, do want those on here. I'm not sure how I feel about this guy based off of the details. When this guy came out initially, he didn't really have a spot. In 2023, when he had a chance at having a shot, Dokkan, for whatever stupid fucking reason, named Corrupted Zamasu. Like, look at this, look at this. Hold on, just real quick. How are you going to tell me that this is the same fucking character? They both are just named Fusion Zamasu. So very, very dumb decision by Dokkan. Very unfortunate. And it really screwed this guy over back then. So with that being said, I mean, his initial release and the next possible chance he had of looking good, both sort of being fumbles. I was hoping he'd have a ungodly broken EZA. Now, I do think his EZA is actually really good. I am a bit concerned about trying him in the new fight. We'll have to jump into there. Maybe he could honestly help because the attack lowering, but I feel like he should have at least gone up to like 250%, or maybe even honestly like stay 200%, but like worldwide chaos category allies get 30, 40, 50 some odd percent support. Like phase 1 support actually is very, very good for this guy because he only has 200%. So I'm very excited to try this guy out. We're going to be starting out with the Blue Goku fight here. I do like to use this fight for all of my initial showcases. I might do another sort of like dedicated showcase, or I might just like jump into special battle. I'm still trying to know item that, so we might use that as more of a look at this guy. I'm not sure exactly, but let's jump in. I'm pretty excited to use this guy. The limited time buff for that's huge. The limited time buff for LR Rose is very, very insane, but I did actually bring him off the team here, just to more so focus exclusively on Fusion Zamasu. Get as many turns as possible with him. But yeah, let's see what we got here. I think he has an intro, so that should play.
I am justice given form. I am the world. Now worship. Venerate the most noble, splendid, immortal, and supremely powerful god, Zamasu.
Okay. Yeah, I never really... I think I've used this guy for, like, link leveling or whatever, right? Because, I mean, my links are level 10 on him. But I'm not sure if I've ever properly used this guy, I'm not gonna lie. You know, by the time that, I got him, you know, I didn't summon for him on release. I'm not actually sure exactly when I pulled him. I mean, obviously I do have the Duke, but I honestly don't remember when I got this guy. I haven't really ever gotten the biggest chance to use him. I think he's going to be at least decently... I think he's going to be at least decent, but I don't like how he only has 30% damage reduction, building up to 10%. You know, I did do the calcs, obviously rainbow calcs for him. Without the Rose actives, this guy, I think, can be a little sketchy. But when you have the Rose actives, like, he really does just, like, skyrocket defensively. So I really think he can look good, but he's also kind of like a wimp to AoEs. So I mean, we'll see exactly what I think of this guy. He does also have the unarmed super attack nullification. It does require 10 key spheres. Isn't Goku's an unarmed? Maybe we could honestly get this first turn. That'd be kind of cool. Let's see. What is this going to do for us? Only 9, yeah. That's probably going to be a very hard ability to get active. So, 350,000, by the way. Yeah, I want to see the attack stats this guy's going to have. I mean, he does have attack lowering, which obviously in this fight, it's going to mean that Goku is going to not do as much damage. So I would like to try and bring him into a fight that doesn't have attack lowering. And also isn't like an AoE fight. Like, I don't want to just screw him over. I already know he's going to be bad versus AoEs. So that, I mean, if I'm bringing him against the Special Battle 2025, and I'd suggest this for you guys as well. I've found, even though I haven't beaten it yet, I've found that if you do hit Rose with just a handful of attack lowers, you can take the juice out of the normals. And sure, oh wait, 30.2. Okay, that's a guaranteed crit, by the way. He does 24 key, have that. 19, okay. Once again, another guaranteed crit. 20.5. Okay, I mean, this is turn 1. And damn. Oh, okay, huge. So we didn't get the additional super, but yeah, it isn't unarmed. 12 mil? Oh, okay. Because that's actually insane. Because counters do like 3 times more than what they say, so that's actually like a 36 mil crit is what that was. Okay, maybe this fight could actually be very good to showcase him, at least damage-wise. Okay. Yeah, that was a pretty good first turn, I will say. And now, I don't like how he needs 10 orbs for that sort of, like, guaranteed nullification. I think that's kind of stupid. I don't know. I think he's going to look very, very good. But I also think, you know, once again, like, AoEs are going to be troublesome for him. You know, if he doesn't have, like, the Rose actives up, and it's a fight that you can't attack lower, he could actually, by, like, the first... If the first hit he receives is a super, it could be very bad. Now, if he receives, you know, he can build up 3 times within a turn, especially the third hit, or even the second hit. Maybe with the first hit. You know, it does depend, but, if he does have at least a little bit of his damage reduction build up, even without the actives, he should be good. With the actives and, you know, build up, like, he's genuinely going to look very insane, but it's... I don't know. I think he's going to be very inconsistent, essentially. For a character that really only needs 24 Ki, and then like he's there. I think he's actually going to look kind of inconsistent, simply because he's going to need to be on this super boss's setup. Like his intro, you don't really need per se. I mean, it does help with the Ki and the orb changing, right? But I don't think you honestly really need this guy's intro. And once again, let me just. Ooh, wait, what? Oh, okay, I see. Because I pulled it up when the rotation wasn't like set in stone yet. So yeah, like this intro, you don't really need, right? I mean, it's pretty decent for the first 5 turns, but it's not like a must-have. But yeah, I feel like he's missing something. I mean, we'll see how I feel about him with extensive testing. I feel like I just do this. I mean, this is kind of perfect because if the super does come, I mean, we are guaranteed to nullify it, right? With the 10 Ki spheres. There we go. Okay, yeah, so there we go. What is this going to be hitting for? Because we haven't supered yet. 3.4. Yeah, okay. I mean, it's a massive difference. If the other super can be right here, though, 45.7. Now, it is also... I mean, he does get the Ki build up permanently when receiving a hit up to 5. That could be very good. I mean, the intro is definitely there to help you the initial turns while you do get the build up. And then after you get the build up, it's like, all right, you're sort of on your own. But I think... I mean, there might be some times where you struggle with Ki with this guy. But overall, I feel like he should be fairly consistent. Oh, okay, there we go. Both the supers were actually right here. 10.2. Yeah, okay. I mean, if he's doing that, that can be very, very good. The thing is, though, I mean, like, for special battle, both those guys are Ki plus. This is an unarmed counter. So he won't do anything to them. But I mean, so far, I mean, pretty good look here. And once again, I mean, this fight isn't also... I mean, I know we have the tech clone here, but even without the tech clone, we just really want to be taking damage. This team does have a decent bit of attack lowering. I'm really trying to see the numbers that Zamasu is throwing out. That's why I said I do actually... Oh.
To bring about the justice I desire, I needed the perfect sympathizer as my ally. In this timeline, there is no one who can stop us. We have all the power here. The two of us alone.
I do try not to talk during those, my bad. But yeah, I don't know, I think he's going to look good, especially once we get the actives up here, but I mean, once we get special battle, I mean, it is an unarmed nullification. He's going to suck against the AoE. In this fight, he's going to dominate, especially because of, the attack lowering. I do want to find another fight that's not an AoE fight that, this guy, we can, like, actually put him in front of supers, where there's not, like, attack lowering. I'm not really sure, actually, what comes to mind that, like, sort of fulfills that condition. I'm gonna have to try looking at some of the bosses, because I'm also not... I don't remember all of the boss mechanics for every individual fight off the top of my head. So I might have to look into that, or maybe we'll just see more experience with them based off the special battle. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do just yet. Alright, we can get the active here, though, so let's do that.
To achieve our virtuous plan, the Zero Mortals plan, we are sentencing the most unsightly beings to the heaviest punishment.
Honestly, maybe this is gonna sound a little OP. I don't know, but when I think about Zamasu here, I think maybe what they could have done for this guy, because I mean he has all these guaranteed supers. Maybe they could have given him something like Glorio. So like if you know Glorio, he does greatly raise attack and defense for 1 turn, but he does also have you know, a sort of semicolon, I believe is what that is. Where and then it says, and then he gets like an additional, what is it, like 5 and 8% attack and defense for the rest of battle. So it's something like that, a very small amount. Honestly, I think this guy could have had something like that, and maybe that would have been all I think he would have needed. And I'm not even talking like a large amount, like 5% attack, 9% defense. You know, because I mean, just to throw a number out. A small amount, which also makes sense because, you know, Goku Black. I feel like something like that, I think maybe, or like I said, like support. I don't know, I feel like this guy's missing something. I think he's going to look very good. I think while he himself is consistent, his performance will be inconsistent because he's relying upon other characters to support him for how well he's gonna like jump out, right? So it's a little confusing. I don't know. I just, for what this guy is, you know, a yellow coin LR that was disrespected twice in a row in the game already. I feel like his EZA needed a little more oomph. Is all. I'm not asking for him to be the most busted character in the game or anything like that. And the numbers we've seen, mind you, are very good, but I feel like he's missing something. I don't know. Honestly, even if it was something simple like and I don't know how busted this would be, but you could genuinely give him an ability like TN maybe, honestly. Give him like for the first attack received within the turn or something. Or you could even honestly tie it to like before attacking. Give him like 30% damage reduction, like once only, for 1 hit. Something like that. Some sort of ability, whether it be stacking, support, a little more defensive utility. I feel like he could have had something to really give him a bit more of an edge, because I think he's going to be good right now, but I also like to think about characters for the future, and like if they continue with AoE fights, and obviously the meta is only going to get stronger and stronger over time, he's really just going to become very homeless very fast, which I think would be such a ill fate for a character that already had that happen to him twice. So I don't know. Yeah, so we're up to 528k here. We do obviously have Nika's clone support active, right? I think we do. Yeah, we do. And then we do obviously have the active. We have super easy RSA here. So 528 start a turn. For what he is, I think could be pretty good. Okay, let's real quick though. Let me get this in. And this is obviously going to jump him up quite a bit more. 634,000. That is. Honestly, I'll do this, and then like next turn maybe we can use his active. I mean, he's looking pretty good here. I'll give him that. I mean, this fight is, as long as he's getting good luck with the key sphere changing, I mean, this fight is going to be very good for him. I mean, he has the attack lowering. And when he can guarantee the nullification, 36.5. I thought he'd be hitting a little harder than that, 23 mil. I suppose Rose has an attack first, which obviously gives a decent bit. 24.8. Like, he definitely jumped up with the active attack-wise, but not Not as much as I thought he would have. Okay, here we go. This is, we should do some decent damage here. Yeah, 14.5. So, I mean, yeah, we jumped up a little bit here, too. Not the biggest jump, but a little extra stronger. Okay. It is very good to have the guaranteed crit, you know, and his kit being pretty consistent. Once again, I think his performance will be inconsistent, even though he himself is consistent, simply because how strong his performance looks. His kit is consistent, but his performance is really dependent upon allies giving him support. So I'm unsure what I think of this guy just yet, because once again, I mean, this fight is not really like, this is honestly probably one of his better fights in the game. I didn't even really think about that when jumping in, that we'd be able to take advantage of the attack lowering here, and the nullification. I wasn't thinking about the combo of both of them. It is actually pretty insane. So, I mean, this isn't the most... I mean, obviously he looks really, really good right now, but... Especially because mine's 69%. Now, I know the first dupe is the most important, obviously. But I mean, for missing 3 of the dupes, these are pretty good numbers. I do think so. And he's also, well, once again, his kit is pretty consistent. His performance is also dependent upon when and where the enemy is attacking you, right? I mean, if it's an AoE, he's going to get crushed. If he is even post, you know, triple super, maybe quadra super if you get lucky with the hit of potential, especially depending on your build. Maybe, well, honestly, it does depend on, like, if you have the active stuff. But if you don't have the actives up, right, and you go from even the quadra super straight into getting hit by a super, depending on what it is, I think he'd die. Like, even, like, with the Goku fight, like, if he didn't have attack lowering and you're facing, like, fully built up Goku, I think he might honestly die. He'd at the very least take a decent bit of damage. So I'm not really quite sure just yet how I think about this guy. I can get 9. Alright, now, when using the active skill, it should give us these abilities. It usually does also say when activating the active. But when you activate the active, it does count as using, like, the max amount of ki as possible. So we should get these buffs. It'll be very easy to tell, obviously, if it does or not. But this should do a decent bit of damage, so let's get this in.
The time has come to open the earth and wash everything away. Rejoice, for the world of God is at hand. Lightning of absolution.
That does not look the best. Okay, so 1.5. Yeah, see, this is when I'm, because we do have this full buff up for 200%. So this is what he's at without any super effect, and we do still have both the actives up right now, mind you. 1.5 mil, he's 69%. I do have his special equips, and this is without the super effects, which, mind you, his super effect, I mean, they're greatly raised into at least 2 massively raised. I mean, it is obviously very, very impactful. I mean, he's probably going to be in the mid 5, some odd 6 mil, up to 6 mil, somewhere around that range, after, you know, the triple super. So, I mean, he can jump up quite a bit. But I'm trying to think about, I mean, we'll see what part 2 carries, obviously. But if we're going to continue with the level of power creep we have from just, like, the Special Battle 2025 Stage 1, and once again, we'll have to see if we do or not. But if we continue with this level of power creep, I don't know if he will I don't know. I don't feel as confident about him as I do about like Super EZA Rose. Because Super EZA Rose is throwing out similar damage while being able to get like more tanky, honestly. Well, I mean, he not as much defense, right? But in terms of, you know, he does get 75% damage reduction guard. Obviously, very very strong. All right, here. Let's just throw him in slot 1. We don't have our 10 key spears, so he's not guaranteed the sort of nullification. But I mean, we have a lot of attack lowering, but I'm curious what we'd hit or be hit by or for. If we, yeah, see, now if we've taken the 3 normals especially, we'll definitely be fine. 33.2. And once again, this is without seeing Rose's 60%, 18 key. I mean, that'll jump him up a decent bit, but it's not, you know, we're talking like a couple more million. It's not like we're going to add an extra 10 some odd mil to the damage here. We're talking like another 2, 3, 4 some odd mil. I have not been lucky enough to get the Quadra Super at all, unfortunately. We did actually, I mean, it's only a great chance, but we did succeed it here. That's pretty good. 13.2. Yeah, I mean, if he's in an unarmed super fight, and we'll see, maybe part 2, there's going to be, I mean, all the hard fights are going to be unarmed attacks. So he might look very, very impressive. We'll see. I think he's going to be very good in fights that don't have AoEs. Very good in fights that don't have blocking. But there are a lot of both of those things. So I do question how it's going to look. I think he is pretty good, though. I mean, so far he has looked pretty good. I mean, I need to use him more. I might honestly just use him a lot more in like special battle. I do think that's the hardest fight by far. Maybe I'll jump into like one of the battle hard criminal foe fights. We'll see. I think that is the second most important fights in the game right now. I really do value special battle the most. So I don't know. Maybe I have some blinders on because I'm looking at that event specifically and his performance there. But it's like, I feel like it's fair to do that, honestly, because it is the hardest fight in the game. And it is a short fight, so, you know, it's none of this like attempt limit bullshit. You are able to just jump in over and over and over again, right? And it seems most people, including myself, are having a lot of fun with the fight. So it's the hardest fight in the game. One of the hardest fights, if not the hardest fight in Dokkan history. It's a lot of fun. You know, there's like no attempt limits, right? So, I mean, if you consider everything there is to consider about this fight, I don't see why you wouldn't, like, grade it, how units perform in it the highest. I do, I mean, that's just my opinion, I suppose, but I think it's very fair to base a lot of stuff off this fight, and that's how I'm looking at it. So, I'll make sure to use this him over there, and we'll be able to finish off with, you know, Fusion Zamasu here, so. I suppose that's good. Both the actives should be gone, I think. Well, actually, we might have one. This might be the last turn, actually. I'm not entirely. I think we still have it this turn. I could be wrong. Okay, so we actually, we did not get really lucky with the orb changing this time around. Once that initial one goes away, it actually is seeming to be a bit more, yeah. Okay. Well, once that goes away, and if you get unlucky, I mean, He seems to be built for shorter fights. That intro might be a lot more important than I was thinking it would be.
Time to get serious.
If we're not getting the 24 key, oh my god, I just missed all of it.
It's gonna go all out.
What the hell? That was like zooming. I could not. I'm used to it going slow recently. Okay, god damn it. Oops. So yeah, I mean, if we're not getting the 24 key consistently, like after the intro runs out, if that's going to be an issue, I'm not a fan of that. I mean, we'll have to see. At least he does still have both of his additionals here. There is that. Although he's not going to be critting, so he's actually not going to kill. I mean, the tech one should kill, to be fair, but yeah, we're not going to kill with Fusion Zamasu like I thought we would originally. Well, honestly, we might not even kill this turn. It depends, I think, if the if the tech one's going to get an additional super or not. We did actually get a crit still. Okay. Where are one of his links giving him crit? I'm actually not the most certain about that. I'm gonna need to check that real quick. I don't have any on him, do I? I don't think I do. What link gives crit? Oh, you know what? Super EZA Rose. He gives crit support. That's what it was, right? Yeah, see, extreme class allies 20% for 2 turns. I don't think any of these links give crits. Oh no, Godly Power actually does. Never mind. Although he didn't have it up, so yeah, but I don't like Nightmare. Does Dismal Future? It actually, okay, Dismal Future does. So it could have been Dismal Future, or it could have been the Super EZA Rose support. Okay. I suppose that's good to know. I mean, if you don't get the 24 key, I mean, his stats will be a decent bit lower, but you still could potentially get crit rocking like this team. So I suppose that is good. But I don't know. I'd rather... The fact that he can like run out of it at all, I don't like that so much. I did not really... I didn't think he'd... I think I might have mentioned it in like the breakdown, but jumping into this, I thought I honestly had reevaluated it a little bit, and I was like, he'll probably be fine. But I don't... That one turn of not getting the key, actually... And to be fair, I definitely... I could have played around with that a bit. Maybe tried to get it. Or also, you know, grab different key spheres like last turn, but... Yeah, I don't know. I think he's really good. I know I've been a little harsh here, but once again, I am trying to reiterate several times. I'm being harsh because this guy had such a bad past that he should be like God right now, you know? And also, we are in a bit of a what's a good term for this, like tumultuous period here, where a lot of people weren't, at least I didn't really see people thinking about it. I didn't really think about it. I mean, it should have been obvious considering the time slot we are in. This is where JP got the Goku Frieza fight last year. It should have been obvious, honestly, that there would be power creep here, but I wasn't really thinking about it, really at all. So, I mean, if the power creep does intensify from this point on, I don't know how he's even going to fare against Special Battle Stage 1. If it gets harder, I don't know. I feel like they might have done him dirty, but we'll have to see. You know, I don't like... I mean, to be fair, it is his best setup in the game anyway. But I feel like it's kind of dumb that he seems like he's going to really need to be ran next to double Carnival Rose. With the support to actually have really good defense. But yeah, I suppose we'll end this here. Not entirely convinced how I feel about this guy. I might just jump into the special battle instead of finding like a different sort of a fight to showcase him off of. He did really good stats here, honestly. Um, although the attack lowering obviously helps, but I don't know. I feel like the special battle, even though the AOE could be pretty rough to him, if maybe like the first turn, I just target Rose, get the attack lower in to take the juice out of the normals. I mean, everyone dies to the super, but that's the thing. Everyone does die to the super. That makes me so concerned about braining him. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to end this here regardless. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Take care.